All right, Poker Savvy. Andrew Brokos coming at you with the fourth and final part, the exciting conclusion of my recap of the Sunday Million tournament on PokerStars. Got a commanding chip lead here. Actually, I guess it's not even true. But we've got a nice big stack here, approaching the final tables. I think there were maybe less than 10 tables left in the tournament at this point. Nice big stack, pretty weak table. Not a single person who I recognize. Eliminator in particular seems to be really loose. Hopefully we can get some action from him here with these pocket sixes. I'm sorry, pocket queens, but it was not to be. Try the same thing again with pocket sevens. We've seen MKK make one other kind of loose call. Well, I don't know for sure it was loose. We didn't see it get shown down, but we at least saw him make that call against when Eliminator 4x'd against the limper and Moo called and then ended up folding to a bet. That just struck me as a situation we shouldn't be calling with very many hands at all. And for him then to check fold may be a little suspicious. So I'm thinking that. Well, the fact that he didn't re-raise is telling me he doesn't have aces, he doesn't have kings, he doesn't have ace-king. So he doesn't have three of the strongest possible hands on this board. He could have nines or deuces, but I hope he doesn't have like ace-9 or ace-2. There's an outside chance he does. But basically, I'm thinking he doesn't have that strong of a hand here. I think most likely he's got either a weak ace or he's got a pocket pair that's probably better than sevens, but certainly less good than kings. And it struck me as a good spot for a second barrel based on those things, based on the fact that I thought his calling range is probably a little wider than it should be, but that, and I'm even contemplating a triple barrel at this point because I think everything that I said so far about people who are overly tight at this stage of the tournament when it comes to their entire stacks. I can't actually threaten his entire stack, but I can get pretty damn close. And we both got big stacks. This just strikes me as a nice spot to apply a lot of pressure to the other big stack. It's a spot where I know his hand can't be all that strong, and I'm expecting him to make some loose calls initially, but eventually at first to be looser than he should be, which means I'll build a pot to bluff at later, and then eventually to be tighter than he should be. That's my expectation, and so that's what I'm thinking here when I fire my second barrel. He calls, now, beautiful river. How much can I take him for? I think overbet shoving at this point that was going to be the plan if I didn't river a set, but now that I did, I was going to overbet when I wanted him to fold. Now that I want him to call, I'm going to have to choose a different bet.